Over the past 3 decades, our first guest has moldered and Californicated the daylights out of all of us. You can see him now as part of an all-star cast in the first and hopefully last ever movie about making a movie during COVID that was made during COVID. It's called The Bubble. It premieres Friday on Netflix. Please welcome David Duchovny. See you.
Hey man, nice to see you.
You look very youthful. I don't understand how it's happened, but it has.
I don't know either. I have nothing to say about it.
Did you watch?
I got a regimen, but it's secret.
Did you watch the Oscars last night as they happened?
Not as they happened, but I saw the important bits.
Have you ever personally been punched or punched a fellow performer?
Not a fellow performer.
No.
Yeah.
But someone.
Someone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be like your Guillermo with the Oscar. Like if I want to say hello to the who I lost my virginity to, I can say hello to whoever I punched at this point.
You you know what I was thinking about you and the award show that you and Garry Shandling did a great bit when he hosted the Emmys, I think it was.
Yeah, it was the Emmys, and I wasn't nominated that year, so I came back as the bathroom attendant. And Garry comes in after the monologue, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Dave, nice to see you here." And I say, "It's going really well, Garry. It's going really well."
Yeah, it was funny. You guys had a really great kind of chemistry. Did you know Garry before you were on the Larry Sanders Show?
No, I wanted to do that show so badly, and they got me on. They said, "Oh, Garry loves you, Garry loves you." And I got there early to watch him work, and he walked by me a number of times, and it was clear he had no clue who I was. He loves me. He loves
so they lied to you, is what happened.
Yeah, they lied to me, but it didn't matter.
But then he did actually come to love you, and in fact, in a way, there was television love because one of the bits that you guys had going on was that there was you were sexually attracted to Garry or Larry.
Yeah, it was an odd kind of thought process where I had the man crush on him, but it was before man crush was kind of a term, and it was like I'm in love with him, but it's not sexual. It's something beyond that.
Yeah. And yet,
it's hard to explain.
You say it wasn't sexual, but as I recall, there was a moment where
he was afraid that it was sexual.
You were wearing a robe, and
I Sharon Stoned him.
You Sharon Stoned him, yeah. When you shot that, were you wearing?
Was I stoned?
Yeah. Were you Sharon Stones?
I was wearing. No, I wasn't naked under there. I was wearing dark underwear, so it just looked like a shadow because. You know, I didn't want Garry to get depressed.
Yeah, Garry will never get depressed. There's nothing something to worry about. Yeah. I know you have a bunch of things going on. You've written your 5th novella, actually.
Yeah.
No, what's the difference between a novel and a novella? Page count?
Couple hundred pages.
Couple hundred pages, okay.
Yeah.
And what is the title of that?
That's called The Reservoir.
The Reservoir.
Yeah.
You've been writing a bunch of these now.
Yeah, I've written 4 novels, and that's the first novella. Yeah.
And you are on the road currently with your band?
No, but I did play a festival in Florida, in Tampa, last week.
I have a photograph of that.
Look at that.
There you are.
I got to pull my pants up.
It looks like
These are not the same pants, by the way. They just look like it. It's a similar color. I seem to be in kind of
the same too.
I'm like in an orange, burnt kind of a phase right now.
Poor David only has one outfit. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Who else?
I am wearing the same sneakers, though.
Who was on the bill with you at this?
Green Day and Incubus. It was, it was a big deal for me.
It's a stadium, at the football stadium.
Yeah, it was outside the football stadium. They didn't let us in.
I see.
But, and Green Day and Incubus, they played in the evening. I played at 7:30 in the morning.
Did you have...
Thank you.
Was there any... Was there any crossover between you and Green Day and/or Incubus?
You mean crossovers in terms of music?
Well, usually at those festivals, you're there all day, and then
a very nice member of Green Day actually came up to me after the set and said, "I just wanted to come out and see you." And I said, "Thank you for waking up at 6 in the morning." And it was really nice. It was like,
He came and watched your set.
He did. He came and watched my set.
Wow. Do you remember who it was?
I do, but I didn't get his name.
So then
he wasn't really from Green Day.
He may have been from
Now
something.
I'm a little sad.
Well, did you tell him you think a lot of them, too?
I did, of course.
Of course. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Green Dave Duchovny is here with us. The Bubble is his movie. We'll be right back.
I'm sorry I skipped your mom's funeral to go to the People's Choice Awards.
I'm sorry that I burned down your back office.
I'm sorry I slept with your agent.
Sorry that
Your
probably-
manager. And your divorce lawyer.
Yeah.
That's David Duchovny and Leslie Mann in The Bubble. Premieres Friday on Netflix. The great Judd Apatow directed this and co-wrote
Yes,
it.
Judd did, yeah, and I met Judd way back when at Larry Sanders.
On the Larry Sanders Show. That's crazy. How do you see somebody you kept in touch with?
Yeah,
throughout
on
the
and
years?
off. On and off we have. We just kind of never really connected it to work. I did a movie called The TV Set 10 years ago or so, and I actually played Judd Apatow in that film, but that was before anybody knew who Judd Apatow was.
And then when Judd
So it
decided
was more than 10 years ago.
that he needed an actor who would make love to his wife, who's Leslie Mann, he selected you, which is a compliment, I think. Is it?
I don't know what it is. I think you need a few degrees to figure out what that is.
The movie is, it's an interesting idea because it's a bunch of actors in a hotel quarantining before shooting this movie and then really staying in this bubble throughout the shooting. But you really did that.
Yeah, we shot in London and we had to be in a bubble. We had to quarantine for I think 2 weeks. I flew there and I had to stay in my room.
Just like in the movie.
Yeah, and then we were rehearsing, via Zoom or whatever. And the funny thing in the movie is we're like part of this big action franchise, and we kind of love and hate each other. And as the movie progresses, we hate each other more and more, and we decide as a group of actors that we have to escape from our own movie, basically.
Yes.
We're like, screw this, we've had enough, we got to get out of the bubble, but there are people that are being paid to keep us in the bubble.
Did anything that was going on in real life reflect any of that?
All of it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
In terms of like hate each other, no. But we were thrust all together. We were the only people that we could kind of relate to without masks and things like that. So all day long we were just sitting in rooms waiting to go and
Could you go eat? Could you do anything?
Not out, really,
No.
but I mean, I think it was described to you. I had this little like cubbyhole system in my hotel room that they had somehow jerry-rigged, where it was kind of like for an animal, where they'd open one side of the door, they'd throw food in there, and then I would grab the food here, and sometimes I'd try to get the guy's arm, but I was like, please, look me in the eye, look me in the eye. Yeah.
And in addition to all the stuff that you're doing, you have recorded a public service announcement for something that has affected you personally.
Yes, it's very near and dear to my heart, and I think when people see it.
Do you mind? Well, I'd actually like to show it.
Really? Will you do that
Yeah,
for me?
I would love to do that.
Wow,
David.
Jimmy, that's really kind.
Yes, it's entirely my pleasure. Let's take a look at what David Duchovny cares about most.
Yeah. Hello, I'm actor David Duchovny. Every year I hear from thousands of amazing fans. They send me compliments, kind words, ask for autographs, photos, and many of them ask me the same question. So I'd like to answer that question once and for all. No, I will not your mom. I mean, I'm sure she's lovely, and I'm honored, truly, that I am her hall pass. And I believe you when you say she used to do gymnastics and she's an Ohio 7, whatever that means. But for the 400,000th time, I'm not her. I'm sorry. That also goes for your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your grandpa, and most importantly, your creepy cousin Randy. I do not have the time or, frankly, stamina to have sex with all your relatives. I know you want to believe, but please, take your mother somewhere else. You know who loves that? Keanu. Mark Harmon, too. Thanks for listening. You tell your horny mother I said, what's up?
Paid for by David Duchovny, more your mom.
Thank you, David Duchovny. Dave Duchovny, everybody. The Bubble premieres Friday on Netflix. We'll be back with Simone Ashley. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and this is the Internet. I made it myself. Hit subscribe if you like it.